Good afternoon, everybody. Billy here. Today's story is called Magnificent Thieves. The brown pelican alternates flapping and soaring over the ocean as it looks for food. When it spots a fish, the big bird folds its wings and dives bill first to scoop up the fish, plus 3 or more gallons of water in its expandable pouch. Then the pelican bobs to the surface, opens its bill, and points it downward to let the water drain out before gulping down the fish. To a hungry pelican, all fish are fair game, even someone else's. One day, a woman fishing along a Florida coast landed a large snapper on the pavement bordering the ocean front. Now, a sharp-eyed brown pelican, seeing the flopping fish, swooped down and grabbed it, taking off not only with the fish, but also the hook and line still attached to it. Now, the surprised woman watched open-mouthed for a few seconds. Then she gave the line a yank. She pulled the snapper from the pelican's bill and reeled it in and removed the hook and quickly dropped it into a bucket. But the pelican retaliated. As the woman bent over to put the lid on the bucket that held his fish, the pelican thought, he pecked her on the backside. Now, the woman shrieked and accidentally kicked over the bucket, which set the coveted fish free once again. The pelican grabbed the fish and carried it to a nearby piling and swallowed it. But just as the brown pelican watches for a chance to take an easy meal from a human angler, so too other kinds of birds keep an eye on the pelican trying to pirate its catch. While the pelican sits with its bill open to let the water out, laughing gulls, sometimes perched on the edges of the bill, reach in and take their pick. The magnificent frigate bird employs another method of piracy. The pelican must swallow the fish head first, and sometimes the fish doesn't cooperate by lying in the bird's pouch in this position. When all else fails, the pelican resorts to tossing the fish into the air and catching it head first. Now, when the pelican flips the fish, the frigate bird swoops in and uses its sharp-tipped bill to catch the meal in midair. Such illustrations of thievery are humorous because they represent the natural part of the life of birds. But, as you've seen in some of these pictures and everything, guys, stealing, it ain't for personal gain. You know, when you steal for personal gain, it's not very funny. And we need to remember that. Just because the birds do it doesn't make it right for us. And the verse for today comes from Proverbs. It comes from 6:30. It says, "People do not despise the thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he is starving." Now, as you watch some of these pictures and some of these things going on, just think about it. Some of these birds, they sit there and they look for a way to steal from one another. But we as people need to be looking out for each other and not looking to gain from each other. Y'all have a blessed day.